Yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is Andrew, aka the Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Studios, and I'm back with another episode of Doomsday Last Survivors. In today's video, we're going to be just checking out Archipelago Raid. Yes, we are in G11, and it is looking like a good one. So, if you're interested in that, stay tuned. We got a lot more for you in today's video. But first, I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers, all the people that are returning. You guys are awesome. You guys are the ones that make this channel continue to run and grow. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into today's video. Yeah, right, the video, Andrew. The video. Yes, I forgot I was recording. Yeah, let's see the map here. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this area first. Let's have a peek at Golden, see what we're after today. In Golden, they've got 61 million might as a legion. We've got TBF, the Blood Fist, with 8.5 billion might. And their leader, Master Formations, with 140 million might and 22 million kills. Potentially a farm account. That doesn't look like a real, legitimate account to me. But anyways, moving on from that, we've got Yaju. We've got a few 235 millions here. 228, 161. Nothing we're terrified of. They do have a 400 million guy here in the R3s. Let's check this guy out here. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. For 400 million might, you'd expect a little more out of the hero equipment anyway, but yeah, I guess we'll move on from that. Nothing to write home about there. Just a 400 million whale with very low might in proportion to the might that he has. So, anywho, we'll move on from that. Not trying to insult anyone, but unfortunately in this type of content, people's feelings are bound to get hurt, so... Anyway, yep, we've got GLLC here with 8 million might and nothing to worry about. They've got one guy here with 248 million. I feel sorry for you guys. This is a really tough bracket, man. Normally that would be probably a decent squad, but in this type of environment, you guys are going to see. I've already taken a look at the map. Like, most of this is not going to be surprising to me. But, yeah. Let's just say those guys probably aren't going to do much. GLLC is in the wrong section of G. That's for sure. PHRU coming in at 12 billion rating and 7 billion might. Heuse. Probably didn't pronounce that right, but that's who they've been led by. 189 million might, 219 million kills. Nothing to write home about. Just another fighter. Probably doesn't fight that much. I mean, let's take a look at this guy here. Blue parts, purple parts, orange parts. Older account. Probably should have more kills, I would say, with that amount of might. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Not looking like anything we should be worried about here. The most they have is 100, and on average, they got about 180 million might. 180 million might there, pretty much throughout. Might be tough if they all show up and actually fight the battles, but I don't think they'll be garrisoning or rallying too much on their own, that's for sure. That was Pornhub. Let's take a look at Hero. You guys be watching too much porn, man. Stop watching porn and play the game. How about that? Alright, moving on from that. We got HR Hero with 6.2 billion might. Interesting that they have only 6.2 billion might, but I'm seeing a lot of good looking accounts here for such low. Their leader has 741 million kills. Take a peek at this guy. I can't pronounce your name, but you've got a cool profile picture. One of the better ones, actually. Very nice hero equipment, looking like an infantry main. Probably subs in the... Actually, yeah, just a lot of good hero equipment, actually. Has all the way parts in the middle, and then everything else is just... The infantry's max, though. That's probably where he's going to be hitting the hardest, but... You definitely got some speccing into riders and range as well. So yeah, yep, cool. President of the region. Nice to meet you, sir / madam. And then we've got this dude here with 329 million might, 329 million good might. I don't say good might or bad might. This guy has good might. Has very good hero equipment, looking like he's working on range, but also spec'd a lot into his infantry as well. Probably spends a lot of money on the game. Looks like an older account with the 133. Wonder if this is his original account or if he bought this account from someone else, but pretty good account. Could be a lot better for that old of an account. Honestly, that's probably right where it should be, to be honest with you. But yeah, probably a decent fighter. I don't have too much expertise on what to expect from somebody that's been playing the game that long, but I think that's probably, I would say that's probably a mid-spender that's either sold their account and this player's picked it up and continued with it, and or they just, you know, low spend / mid-spender, probably a 4-year-old account or a 3-year-old at the very least, a 3-year-old account, but that's what you're gonna get. If you stick around long enough, you can have that too. So yeah, they'll be doing a lot of damage. I think these guys will probably be carrying most of the region in golden, if I had to be honest. Hero. And then we've got Lost, number 314, Lost Legacy with 7 billion might, led by Chris. 224 million might, 277 million kills. Let's take a peek here. Interesting. Doesn't look like they've spec'd really a whole lot into their hero equipment. Maybe they put it all into their vehicle or something. Either or, probably won't have to worry about that person a whole lot other than in the field. Got Kev here, probably their Slayer with over 1 billion kills, white parts. Lots of T6 and T5 kills. Mostly riders, I would say. Unless he's just wanting to make things even everywhere. I get kind of confused when I look at the refinements of this gear and stuff like that. I don't really know what direction this guy's taking, but I would say that he's a rider main, judging from the fact that he has 2 white rider parts and no white parts on any of the other gear, except for the backpack. Interesting. I like to see how people build out there. We've got Lost Enzo here with 229 million might, 500 million kills, 126 million of them, a quarter of them. T6 kills, sorry. That backpack almost maxed. Looks like he's balancing out the rest of his hero equipment. I mean, you guys do what you want, man. I'm not really a fan of that. That's going to be very expensive and take a very long time to not just hyper-focus that shit. But anyways, that's not a whole lot. I gotta be honest. Well, we've got more in the R3s here. This guy here with 300 million might, older account, very low kills for 300 million might, and that old of an account. It's got pretty good backpack, but everything else is just yellow. I don't know what to make of this, man. For sale. This account's jumped around a little bit, I would guess. Either that or this is his original account. He just doesn't play it very much. Either way, I don't think we have too much to worry about there. Doesn't look like that guy really wants to play the game anymore. Don't know if they'll really be a part of this. We'll have to wait and see. A lot of people selling their accounts right now, and I don't blame them. It is what it is. People don't want to play the game anymore. There's a lot of... Well, IGG did it to themselves, man. They just drown their players in fear and uncertainty. Doubt creeping in left, right, and center. Is this game going to be there tomorrow or is it not? Anyways, Golden Legion. Thankfully, we're not allied with them because they look like they're probably one of the weakest allies on the battlefield. No offense to anyone. You're just about to find out.
All right, today we're going to talk about how we can find out and how much we can find out and what it takes to get there. So first we have to decide how much do we want to find out. So let's say in this case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. That there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
They're about to find out. The question is, will they fuck around? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Anyways, we'll move over to Crimson here. We've got Our Law, Rise of Law, 8.7 billion might. I think these guys might be a little bit of an issue for us. We've got 233 million kills when the leader is 1,818 million kills on 233 million might. Van Q Law. I hope I pronounced that right. It's like a range main. Very cool. I like that helicopter too, man. I think that's the coolest looking vehicle. Many people will disagree with me when I say this, but I think the helicopter is badass, dude. I think it's the best vehicle in the game. Aesthetics wise. Anyways, we've got nothing to write home about in the R4s. Again, we're talking about high elite. So you guys have to understand that when I judge these people or I analyze these accounts, I'm not saying that they have bad accounts. Okay? I want you guys to understand this. The ones that are like bashing me or coming into my private messages and telling me to fuck off. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm judging your account based on the level of gameplay and the map that we're on. I'm not saying that you guys have bad accounts. I'm saying that you guys are not going to be able to compete on this map. That's all I'm trying to say. Understand that. We got Buy Goat here with 261 million might. Lots of white parts. Older account. Really old account, man. Other than that, we just got a bunch of 150 millions. Looks like a big time fighting alliance. I would say they're going to be doing a lot of fighting. Even with the lower mites R4s, lots of people just getting their T6s. These guys can still do some damage, man. Especially if they're fighting. Especially if they participate. That's all we need, man. Got Gone 4 here. I've heard of these guys before. Never played against them, never seen them. Seen them in people's videos. Led by unknown name. We've got 177 million might, 400 million kills. Interesting how they have that many kills. 200 million of them are T5. 100 million T4. That pretty much explains it. More of a social player than anything. A social butterfly with a lot of kills. And not much more to write home about here. The most I'm seeing is 225 in Rick. But where is Morty? I don't know. Can't find him. Can't find much else in this alliance. I pray for you guys. Rage. Moving on. TBB, the Bad Batch. Led by Digger, 007. He's got 171 million might, 28 million kills. Probably a farm account. A lot of people like to put their farm accounts as the alliance leader to try and get a better matchup for AR. Don't know if it works or not. Probably does. Otherwise they wouldn't do it. Not seeing a whole lot here in the R4s. A lot of R4s under 150 million might. Half of their R4s, actually. Not going to compete on this map. Sorry, they're in the wrong map. It's unfortunate. Yeah, this Legion is hurting. We've got ENF here. Endless Fro. Led by Birdo 3. And yeah, lots of strong ones here. We got a 300 million guy here. Cola Farm. Air equipment's looking pretty good. Older account. Figure with 300 million might, he'd have a lot more kills than that. Probably doesn't play very much. At least he's sorta on the right track with the hero equipment, which tells me a lot. Like, people wonder why I say anything about your hero equipment. Because it's the first piece of information I get about you. It's the first thing I see other than your might and your kills. It's the first thing. If your hero equipment is not being leveled correctly, then I can assume that a lot of your account is probably just a mess. Your hones are probably just a mess. Your gear is probably a mess. Your march strategy is probably a mess. You can tell a lot about a person just by the way they level up their hero equipment. But it's not a tell-all. That's probably on the lower end of the 300 million whales I've seen in this game. I've seen 300 million whales in this game that have all white parts. So, and everything's level 10. So I don't know what you want me to say, man. Social whale. Another one here. 286 million might. Half their might and kills. And only 64 million T6 kills with almost 300 million might. Suspend. It's got the Godzilla car. Probably a transcended Boyd. Should go join the Pornhub team, man. He probably doesn't play the game very much, and that's probably where he spends most of his time. I heard they're hiring, dude. You should go check them out. This guy here, 300 million might, nearly. 450 million kills. Looking like a real hitter. Infantry main. 500 million kills, man. Can't argue with that. He's got 500 million kills, dude. If he played a little more, maybe he'd have more kills, but cannot argue with 500 million kills. And the rest of it is just, you know, just average. They got a couple of 260 million plus here. And there are threes. This guy has 2.4 million kills.
Huh?
How the frig did you manage to pull that off, dude? That's interesting. This guy has 100 times more might than he has kills. And that's a substantial amount of might, dude. You have gotten more kills with that profile picture than you've actually got in the game, dude. God damn. What about this guy? I'm interested to see. Do these guys like just sit here and not play the game, but they just spend a bunch of money on the game and then not play the game? I don't understand it, dude. 264 million might, 50 million kills. I have more kills than this guy. And a third of the might. Shake my head, man. I don't know what else you can do there. Last but not least, in the Crimson Golden Alliance, we've got Mad Max, Ultimate Max, led by JP. 194 million might. Oh, come on, bro. Look at this. Look at, they're in G11, man. These guys are in G11. Bro, what are you guys doing? Sure, it's not their fault. 8.4 billion might in their alliance. You guys got to cut the fluff out of your alliance, bro. If you want to stop ranking this high, you can't have this many people. You guys are like ants, dude. Unfortunately, ants don't really stand much of a chance. In brackets like this, you're about to find out why.
That there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out.
Our allies here, we've got Jade over here. Let's take a peek at them. Got Reon. R-E-O-N. First up, 7 billion might. Alliance leader. Crazy Eyes. We'll call this guy Crazy Eyes. Nothing special there, just a lot of kills. A lot of people with 200 plus million might here. Here we've got a 273. This is probably their big hitter. Lots of white parts there. Rider main. This guy's going to be crippling people on the battlefield with their riders, I'm sure. Good stuff. What else do we got in the R3s here? 13 R3s. So pretty much just that one account, and then a bunch of... This guy's got really good infantry too. So I've got two big accounts there. What about this guy? 3 big accounts. These guys know how to build their accounts, man. What about this guy? Another good one. Ranged main. Really strong. Whale. What about this dude? Another ranged guy. Telling you, bro. These guys are going to show up and hurt people. That's our alliance. That's good stuff. So that's them. We've got Aurora Coalition here. AUKM. Never heard of these guys. 9.4 billion might. Led by Chris. Lots of kills on Chris. Lots of T5s, lots of T6. No white parts, but he's got his full refinement on his rider, which tells me he's a rider main. Really nice. Good stuff. A lot of 200s here. A lot of 200s in this alliance. Too many to look through, dude, but yeah, a lot of 200s in this alliance. Nothing crazy, though. Definitely beatable. We've got Fenix. The first time I've allied with Fenix. Fenix 2.0. I've heard of them, played against them, seen them. Never played with them. Got a farm account as their leader. We've got Nino. 350 million whale with only 400 million kills. Older account, but he's got almost all white parts, maxed infantry nearly. This probably doesn't play very much. That's my guess there. Whale, good account, doesn't play very much. Hopefully see you on the battlefield. We got Mike 72 here. Another dude with 340 million might and basically no kills. For that amount of might, you'd expect like over 1 billion kills. Especially with an older account. Really good hero equipment. Infantry main, lots of red parts. Lots of white parts. Again, same thing. Good account, probably just doesn't play very much. Probably won't see him out there a whole lot. Got Luis Santiago here with 270 million might, 633 million kills. Looks like he wants to balance out those ranged and rider, or sorry, infantry and range parts. But the backpack's fully maxed, that's really good. I would say he's a whale, probably does play a lot. Yeah, probably plays a little bit more than the other two. And what else do we got here? A couple of 234s. Probably help a lot. They'll probably be doing a lot of helping actually. And then we've got Kraken Skulls, 8.4 billion might, led by Champ, 763 million kills. With only 217 million might, that's really good. Older account. A lot of these guys on this map have been playing fucking 3-4 years, man. One white part there. We've got Muzzman here. Bart Simpson PFP with the level 10 backpack. 2 white parts on that. 420 million kills. Looks like an older account. I know if these guys have an older account or a newer account, because my account here is a 190. And I just made my account just over a year and a half. Pretty much a year and a half now. Let's see, 460 days. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be relying on these guys a whole lot, but they can definitely help a lot. Got Techie here with 286 million might. Doesn't play the game. Maxed infantry, but just doesn't play the game. Just blows me away, man. How many people are wailing out and then not playing the game? Even back when it was like in its prime, you know what I mean? Guy here, 250 million might, 100 million kills. Crazy. It's crazy, dude. A lot of 200s there, a lot of 150s. It's insane. What do we got here? Bag of Misfits. Bomb. Short form. Led by Dead 22. Smelly Cat. HNB Sarky. Smelly Cat. 453 million might. Interesting person. I mean, you gotta be an interesting person to name yourself Smelly Cat. That's funny. Cool looking account. Wants to balance out their account, but it's looking good. That's the look of an account when it's being balanced out, but it still looks good. You know what I mean? Still looks decent. So there you go. Big time whale there. Probably doesn't play very much, judging by the amount of kills. I mean, older account. Probably expect something around more like 2 billion kills with that type of might, but anyway. Just a guess. A lot of these guys I'm seeing out in the field helping out, chasing people around already. OnlyFans. They're doing it. 236 million might, 715 million kills. Rider main. Maybe not. Infantry main. Starting to spec some into the rider parts and the range parts. Half the kills are T6. More than half the kills. Probably be seeing him doing some rallying as well. Some garrisons. Potentially. That's it for Jade. We'll move over to us now. We've got the strongest Legion by far, judging from what I've seen from everyone else. On an overall level, we've got Noms, Furious Nomads. You might know them to see them. One of their players. Armored YouTuber. So they're very well known. 8 billion might. Lots of fighters in this alliance. Led by Herniator. You've got Requiem. Or Requiem. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Rail Gunner. See, this is what I mean. You look at Rail Gunner from an outsider perspective. Only 211 million might. But this guy's got a true 211 million might. I mean, look at this. This is what happens when a person builds their account correctly. You got over a million kills. He plays the game. He actually spends money on the game, but he actually plays the game. Older account, but he's got all white parts. Rider main. Probably going to see him out there doing a lot of good stuff with his riders. Looks like we're going to have a strong rider legion, which is great. Love to see it. Don't see it often enough. Most of the time I'm seeing ranged or infantry. And they've got a lot of 200s in the R3s. Burnout. Probably burnt out. Doesn't really play the game a whole lot. That one was too easy. And we've got Armored. 245 million might. 500 million kills. Starting to build out his infantry and ranged. Although I'm not quite sure what he's working on at the moment. Because all I ever see him doing is reporting on other people fighting. So I enjoy the videos. It'd be nice to see you make some more videos about your own account, though. You know what I mean? Tell us how you got that 245 million. Share some of your account secrets with us, brother. Love to see it. Good reporter, though, I got to admit. He does do a good job reporting battles. Better than I do. Although I did just start playing the game. So it'll be interesting to have an ally in the same legion. Fellow YouTubers, always fun. We had the high guy there a couple months back in GW, and now this. Who are we looking at now? We've got Reno, ready to fight. If that doesn't tell you something, then I don't know what will. We've got PK Me in the lead with 260 million might, 1.5 billion kills. This is a true 260 million might. This guy's got all white parts maxed, infantry and riders. That's so pretty to look at. You know what I mean? Crazy. Guy's probably got a crazy account too. So we'll probably be getting a lot from that guy in terms of support. He'll be doing everything. We got Chill Man here. The backpack there. Maxed infantry. Looks like he doesn't play very much though, unfortunately. But will be a great asset when they're there, actually playing the game. Lord Wood. Riders, again. Very strong riders. Love to see it. We're going to have a fun time here with these riders, I'm telling you, on this map, bro. Mrs. Chillman. 242 million might. I'm not even going to say anything, bro. I hope you guys saw that. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to move on and say nothing. Phoenix Dragons, PHXD. Got 7.7 billion might. And what are we looking at here? Not a whole lot, honestly. They'll probably just be offering a lot of garrison rally support, I would imagine. Which is always good. As long as they're active, that's all we care about, you know. Be active. Get in the mix, help out. But they probably shouldn't be in this bracket, honestly, bro. And then we've got 8 PM. Cool alliance name, 6.5 billion might. Lots of strong accounts here. I'm looking at one here. Really strong infantry main. Over 1 billion kills. Resident. Most of them T5, T6. Be getting a lot of support from his infantry, I'm sure. Other guy here. Yonu. Infantry main. All white parts. Lots of might. Lots of kills. Lots of T6 kills. Another one here. 265 million might. Billion kills. White parts. Lots of T6 kills. Likes to fight. Whatever this guy's name is. Same thing. I think they're telling a story here with these accounts. They're not here to farm. That's for damn sure. Same thing here. Whoever you are. Another one. 193 million might, but almost 350 million kills. It's getting there. They'll be helping a lot, these guys. I've already seen them out on the field. Booting around. 8 PM. Lots of white parts on these guys. 250 million might here for Allen. 1 billion kills. These guys like to play the game, man. Lots of white parts there. Ranged main. And then the rest of them are just supporters. What else do we got? Oh, there's us. Almost forgot about us. What are we looking at here? We got 8 billion. I didn't know we had 8 billion might. Shit, dude. God damn, this alliance is getting so strong. I do the same shit, man. I just spend most of my time looking at everybody else. I don't even fucking look at our alliance, man. That's the first time I've looked at our alliance might in like the last 4 months, dude. God, when I joined here, I remember it being like 6.5 or something like that. So we've gained almost 1.5 billion might in the last 4 months. This alliance is getting stronger, dude. Led by IVD. This used to be Carnage. Changed his name like literally yesterday. Now it's IVD. I guess we'll take a look at his account. I guess we'll take a look. 262 million might. 1.2 billion kills. This guy's a menace. 586 million T6 kills. Crazy riders. One of the craziest rider accounts I've seen, dude. You can do everything. You can do rally, garrison, field fighting. You do not want to fight against this guy in the field unless you bring like 15 people. Just run away. And then we got Propane here. I don't see him very much. He's a part of the alliance. He's a whale. He'll show up for the big fights. But you're not going to see a whole lot of him. But he's got a really strong account. Really strong account. Strong infantry main. Then we got Necros. One of the up-and-coming rider accounts in this game. Got a very strong rider alliance here, and I like this. So you're going to get a lot from him in terms of rally and garrison and stuff like that. I mean, any rider that's being trained by this guy, you're in good hands. You're in good hands. If you got riders, come on over to MGDR, bro. These guys know what they're doing. And then you've got this guy here, Tau Lion, with infantry. He's there all the time. You'll see him out there chasing people around in the field, garrisoning, rallying. Maybe he doesn't have the strongest account ever, but he does do a lot for the Alliance. He does... actually, that's an understatement. He is one of the main workhorses in the Alliance. You're going to see him doing everything. From start to finish. Every single day. So, yeah. That'll round out the R4s that I can talk about. Some people have requested not to be a part of the videos, so due to previous comments made in past videos, but well, we won't go there. And then yeah, a lot of T6s, mainly a T6 Alliance. You'll see a lot of people with 120 plus million might. You'll see me down here way at the bottom. I get my T6s in a couple of months, man. But I only have one march. So, I only have one march, no white parts, working on my backpack. And then we'll move over to the boots, finish off the boots, and then do the pants. Most of my might comes from the beast and the way I built my heroes, but mainly just got this here, this 4 million. So my main armaments is 4 million at the moment. And they're all true stats. So, no, I don't got travel speed or any of that crap on there. It's just all lethality, block, attack, defense. It's all what you want on your gear. And I'll build out my Daryl. I'll have my Daryl at top commander. I'll have my T6s, riders at top commander. And they'll have a Daryl Rubina rally. It'll be really nice. And then Bella and Cynthia will be my second march that I'll build out. And we'll go from there. But yeah, no, I'm feeling confident with this partnership, with this alliance. Azure and Jade have decided to team up. I think it's a little unfair, honestly. I think we're gonna, from what I've seen, I think we're gonna have a good battle ahead of us. I don't think anyone's gonna give up on the first day, which is great. It looks like everybody's here to fight, which is awesome. I've seen a lot of ARs where people just give up on like the first day. They don't even do anything. But no, I've been seeing a lot of people out there battling and strategizing already. It's been great. Yeah, dude, gear up for a good AR because I think this one's going to be probably the best AR that we've had in a very, very long time, if ever. So I'll see you guys all in the next video. I'll try to cover this as much as I can. And yeah, good luck to all. Anybody who's in this AR, good luck to you, and see you out on the battlefield. Peace.